Hi guys, my name is Joel Solomon. I'm your prosperity coach, and my mission is to help at least 100,000 people become financially free, and I want you to be one of them. I'm going to be doing something different this week. I recently went out to dinner with a group of friends, and I wanted to share this story with you because it's really very prevalent in society. So we were splitting up the bill, and one of the friends' bill was $19, and nobody had change. So she had a choice to make. She could just pay the extra dollar and give it to the waitress, and this is not about the service, not about tipping. It's a different story. The service was fine. There was no issues. But it was a decision to be made about lack and scarcity versus prosperity and abundance. And instead of just saying, I have plenty of money, there's an infinite amount of money in the world, and the extra dollar will flow to me, there was a whole discussion. Does anybody have a dollar to give her back? And I didn't, and no one else did, and should we ask to get change? And then finally, the recognition of that it's okay to give the extra dollar, which in terms of percentage, it's an extra 5% tip, $1. But there was a whole discussion around this first, instead of just using rule number 6 in the 9 money rules, which is giving. And as many of you know who have watched these videos over the last few years, giving is such a powerful technique. And when I teach giving, I teach that it changes your mindset because you know that you have plenty to spare and share. So I think most people go around in their daily activities in terms of not being giving and not giving the extra few cents or the extra few dollar, tipping a little bit more, even if the service is just average, thinking about how that money is going to flow back to you. If you're giving from a place from the heart where you really are giving with kindness and love, that money will flow back to you. If you're giving because you feel like, oh my God, I have to, then that's not helpful. So think about that wherever you are, where you have the opportunity to give a little bit more. It doesn't have to give $10,000 or $100,000 more, just a little bit more every day will change your mindset to know that you have plenty to spare and share. And when you give as little as 10%, as John Templeton said, one of the greatest investors of all time, he said, when you give as little as 10% of your earnings each year over a 10-year period, he hadn't met anybody who didn't have massively more wealth at the end of the 10 years than at the beginning. And that's because of the mindset change, because money is energy, and when you're putting it out into the world, it must flow back to you when you're giving from a place of love and kindness and a thought that I have plenty to spare and share. So that was today's lesson from just an experience I had recently, and I wanted to end with a really powerful quote, an affirmation that you could use every day to shift your mindset around money. There's plenty of money in the world. There's plenty of wealth in the world, and there's plenty of wealthy resources to be developed and tapped. I only believe in wealth and prosperity for myself, for you, and for all mankind. So thanks for watching. I believe in you.